And sing with one voice, I am, you are, we are Australian. G'day, Geranium Man here. Well, it doesn't get much better than that. Watering beautiful geraniums on a beautiful sunny day and singing one of the greatest songs ever writ by the Seekers. The second most common question I'm asked by the ladies of the garden world is, what's the difference between a geranium and a pelargonium? Well, they all belong to this huge family of plants called the Geranaceae family. The classification is based upon the shape of their seed pod. It's a crane's bill shape. Crane's bill, or geranos, is Greek for crane's bill. So this is where the classification comes from. It encompasses a huge range of plants, many of whom are not related to the others. It is only the shape of their seed pod. There are 5 main classifications for the Geranaceae family: pelargonium, geranium, erodium, monsonia and sarcoleum. These 2 we are unable to get into Australia at the moment, although we are negotiating with South Africa and a tissue culture company so that maybe we can bring them in near future. The problem with these 2 is that they are so rare that the South African government doesn't want to let any seed go. So we have to respect that law. The second group, erodiums. We grow 2 varieties of erodiums, one being Pink Galaxy, the other and the most popular one is Bishop's Form, largely due to the large flowers and their lovely colour. They flower all year round, very, very disease resistant, make a great rockery plant, fantastic pot plant, limited by your imagination. The next group are true geraniums, also known as hardy geraniums or crane's bill geraniums. The crane's bill once again referring to the shape of the seed pod. They're becoming more and more popular and more commercial as the range develops. True geraniums are growing enormously in popularity. The most famous and recognised as one of the best perennials in the world is Roseanne. It has lovely blue flowers, makes a great ground cover, an understory plant, flowers 6-7 months of the year and is extremely hardy. Another one growing popularity is Geranium rubescens. Grown for its lovely shape, it's a perennial, flowers, mauve flowers, very, very hardy, loves the shade, unlike most geraniums. Another great one, Biacova. Very, very tough, lovely white flowers, makes a lovely mat, another very, very hardy plant. Another hardy geranium growing in popularity is Geranium Storm from Tasmania. Another ground cover, beautiful mauve white flowers, very, very tough and hardy. The beauty with all the crane's bill hardy geraniums is that they are hardy. You can put them in the garden and have every confidence that they'll survive the harsh climates that Sydney and Australia can throw at them. Of the 5 groups of Geranaceae, the pelargonium is by far the most hybridised. For example, to make this world famous big red, it's a cross between a zonal and an ivy. Of this pelargonium group are also the renowned ivy leaf pelargonium, or Pelargonium peltatum. The trailing ones have all been hybridised and bred for flashy flowers. Good disease resistance, makes an ideal hanging basket, good in rockeries, ground covers, etc. The third group is the regal pelargoniums. They mainly flower mid-spring to summer. That's just one spot flower there. They have a serrated leaf. Once again, they're very hardy and brilliant, spectacular flowers like an azalea. They're regal pelargoniums, commonly known or called pelargoniums. On to the last group, and this is where the confusion comes from. Pelargonium. Once again, this group, seed pods are a crane's bill, so they fit the Geranaceae family, but the confusion comes from this guy. This is a zonal pelargonium, often called a geranium. It also has seed pods the shape of a crane's bill, but is incorrectly named by the British people as a geranium, and it's in fact a zonal pelargonium. So as you can see, the difference between a pelargonium and a geranium is stark. These are not geraniums, they are zonal pelargoniums. These are geraniums. When I first introduced myself, I told you that this was the second most common question asked by the ladies of the garden world. Well, I bet you're all now wondering what the most common question is by the ladies of the garden world. And all I have to say about that is that a gentleman never talks about such things. So the next time you're wondering what the difference between a geranium and a pelargonium is, just remember this fabulous Seekers song. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a gene that shapes our seed pod. I am, you are, we are geranium.